we're going to talk about these two microscopes for kids. All right, so first off, they come in the same packaging. They pretty much look the same. I'm going to be completely honest. They both are from two different companies and they both do the same exact things, okay? I'm going to be showing you what it looks like to use it outside, inside, on a computer, on fabric. I'm also going to be showing you how to hook this up to the computer as well, and then how all the different buttons work, and then I'll also be talking about how you can take photos with it. So the only reason I have both of these here is because I needed to go to two different stores because of the different color options. I knew my daughter would love the yellow, I knew my son would love the blue, okay? Now, I got this originally, I got a white one, like, I don't know, a year ago, for my best friend's daughter, and she loved it so much that I was like, okay, a year from now when my kiddos are older, I'm going to get them some. And finally, they're now old enough, okay? They are 2 and 4, but they're about to be 3 and 5. Now, I think that a 2-year-old would like to play with it. It's just the only problem is that this part right here is kind of hard to get off. So when you do it, you got to kind of grip the edge, press it in, and pop it. So I think my son will be able to figure out how to get this off. He's 5. My daughter will probably need some help, but that's okay because honestly, my best friend's daughter just ran around without this portion on it. What's cool about the bottom portion though is for both of them is it has that little white dot, so that way they can use that as like the slide background, or it has these little slots on both sides. So if you want to buy any kind of science, what are they called? The slides that you put the stuff on, then it can slip through this way without them actually having to take it on or off, right? So if they're wanting to look at dirt or liquid or whatever the case may be, okay? A few things about the specs with this. Yes, they both hook up to a computer. You need a USB-C cord. It comes with one, so you're good there. It can hook up to the computer and you can use it on the screen. I'll show you how to do it on a Mac. It also works for Windows computers as well. They both come with the carrying handle that they can do. They also both come with a way to mount it to something if you're wanting to, okay? They each have 3 different levels of brightness on this portion, okay? And basically the bottom portion here lights up and has 3 different levels of brightness or completely off, okay? So that works that way as well. You can take up to 200 photos on this without an external memory card. Now, if you're like, they need to take more than 200 photos, that's fine. Right here, you can insert a TF card up to 64 gigabytes, and then that way you now have extra storage, and that can come out and it can go into whatever adapters you have for TVs or computers or whatever the case may be. So let's go ahead and take a look at how this works. So first things first, you're just gonna hit this lovely power button here, and then it's gonna turn on just like so, okay? Now, I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here, so that way you guys can see the screen. Now, right now, there's nothing going on here because obviously, as you can see, that is on. So that's what it looks like when it's on. It basically protects it. And now let's go ahead and get it off. Okay, so here we go. You're able to turn the side to zoom in or out. There we go. And this is the concrete. And then you can change the brightness by hitting the sun, which is basically this light. See how it gets brighter? It has 3 different levels there. And then you can obviously also turn it off. Let's go ahead and get this nice and clear. There we go. The other cool thing about this is you can turn it into like a scavenger hunt because they can take pictures. And then they're able to hit these 3 lines right here, and I can go through the different pictures that I've taken. How fun is that? The other cool thing is they can use that kind of like as a slide. So you put that in, and then here we are. You just adjust it. Nice and easy, like so, and then you can take your picture. And then look at how the leaf changes when I change the brightness on this. And then that very last one looks kind of cool, like backlit. That's awesome. All right, and if you're wanting to do this, you just simply plug it in, the USB-C to a USB-C. You'll have to say allow, of course, and this does work on Macs and Windows. Then once you do that, down here, you're basically going to have to tell this what you're going to want it to do. Do you want it to observe and charge, meaning use just this while it charges, or read the TF card, or observe on the PC? You're going to have to use that to basically tell it what to do, and then select. All right, and in order to select that, you will be using the power icon. All right, and this works with Photo Booth here. So you have to open up Photo Booth. Video. All right, and then at the top here, you're gonna select camera and you're gonna choose HD video. And that is what my MacBook Neo looks like up close. It would help if I would have taken off the cover. Here is the fabric. Oh, and one of my hairs. Or the cat's hairs, either way. All right, and then that is what it looks like right here. So as you can see here, you can use this on the computer. Overall, you guys, this is definitely a crowd pleaser. If you are wanting the kiddos to get entertained, you can give them a scavenger hunt, print out some pictures on a piece of paper, say go find a flower, a leaf, a this and that. They can go take pictures of all of those things that they find with this, and then you can even have them like show it to somebody else, and now that game turns into guess what I took a picture of, right? Kind of situation. The possibilities with these things are endless. Indoor fun, outdoor fun, just don't submerge them in water like with any electronic. Okay, but overall both of these things are great. I'm definitely looking forward to their birthdays.